tree, show you where to excel. He's got the insights like a digital magician, unveiling secrets of the blockchain with precision.
Good morning, guys. Mega GMs. Okay, it's our first. This feels like our first real show of 2026. You know. By the way, I had a blast with the 25 rewind episodes, dude. Those were great. And actually, cool thing. I think going forward, I'm gonna start, like prepping or reviewing in a different way, and really set it up so we can do like, monthly reviews, and then at the end of the year have probably like a better, a pretty sweet year in review. Who's here? Oh, by the way, hey, we're gonna have an intermission in like 5 minutes. Just a heads up. Fam's going out of town here, so I'm gonna see him off. Let's see. By the way, Cutie, I love that PFP. Cutie, excuse me, Choiny's back in Bitcoin mode, which is awesome. I think it's I think it's the right headspace to be in, like back to fundamentals, back to the real shit. I do think that's kind of what the story is of the year. Back to like what is crypto? Why what won us over? What was the magic here? I think that's kind of like shedding the not the speculative part of it, because that's been there all along, but the scammy stuff maybe not back in the same way. I hope. Cutie is here. Good to see you, brother. I think I saw Cat's Fanatic as well. Hang on, let me get down the list. CJ's here. Good morning, brother. Good to see you. Moonship, good morning, sir. Love that guy. Cats, though. Happy New Year, man. It's good to see you. Luna, thank you for the repost. And good morning. Yeah, I like it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Funny enough, today's going to be, and I hope you guys feel it out there, but do you feel like some optimism in the air? Do you feel like there's been a little shift? And yeah, it's New Year vibes, right? It's everybody hits the ground running, and everybody's in New Year's resolution mode. But right, you've probably seen it if you're even plugged in right now, but seen it, felt it on the timeline, right? Wouldn't be good, Cutie. That wouldn't be good. But hey, yeah, I think that'd be one of the worst things ever. The review show was fun, dude. Appreciate that, Chona. They were fun. I like those. I was telling Henry, so much happens that we forget about. They're just like, they're not things you're going to remember the year by, but they're big things that happen during the year. So I thought it was cool. Good morning, Jeremy. It was a cool year. It really was. But yeah, I hope today's show is kind of colored by like that optimism, because it's happening. There's a vibe, and I like it right now. And does it last? I don't know. Oh no. Moonship's going the other way. Well, you know what? Funny enough, we have a lot of that to talk about today too. But I'm optimistic. I am. All right. We're live on Abstract, on X, on Kick, on Zora, on goddamn everywhere. Twitch. I always feel like I'm missing one here. Maybe that's it. YouTube, of course, YouTube. So hit the like wherever you're watching. Good morning, Zober. Hit the like wherever you're watching. But come over to YouTube and make sure you're subscribed over here. It's Crypto Slam over on that side. Of course, follow us on X. It's Crypto Slam IO, especially over the next couple of days. And over the weekend. It's crazy. It's Friday. It feels like Monday today. It's weird. Yesterday felt like Friday. Today feels like Monday. Nothing makes sense. But keep your eyes on socials. Something's happening. Something's coming. And it's a thing I'm very excited about. Very excited about. And you'll see why. And it's the only thing I'm going to be talking about here soon. And I think people understand why. I'm very excited for it. Again, follow on Crypto Slam IO on X. Follow Slam Nation X on X if you're a builder here, crypto or AI, and especially if you're building apps, dashboards, agents, and you need on-chain data to power your products. Hit us up. Get plugged into our APIs. We'll give you free credits. We'll build endpoints for you. And I want you on the show. I want to show people what it is you're cooking up, because it's great shit. All right, hang on. Let me get the show tweeted out. Boom, boom, boom. All right, throw a little love on that. And most importantly for now, Sir Billy, good morning, man. Good to see you, sir. Most importantly for now, Go to ethoswarm.ai and sign up for the wait list. My whole weekend, like family going out of town, my whole weekend's gonna be writing, building. I'm using this thing. Again, I can't say shit about it, which I will soon, but I'm using it and I'm going to all weekend. I like actually tomorrow and Sunday stream. I might only even do them for like 15 minutes, like just go online just to do it. And then writing about this and what I'm doing with it and why it's so, I believe game changing. But get a head start, get on that wait list. You'll see why very, very, very soon. Okay. On to like why I'm optimistic. And you look at this example and you might laugh. You might laugh, but I'm telling you, there's something to this. If you saw nothing crypto related, by the way, but if you saw CBS News had a tweet, I don't even know who this guy is. Like, I don't think any of us watch the news anymore, right? I can't imagine anybody's watching like the mainstream, like cable news, whatever. But seeing someone like CBS come out and say that they were wrong and they're changing how they're doing things and saying what this guy, Tony Dokupil, who are these people? Saying that you come first, not advertisers, not politicians, not corporate interests. And they're saying what we've known for a long time. The news is bullshit. It's all fake. And it is. And I don't believe them that they're heading back in the right way. And I don't think they're saying here they need to earn trust back. I don't think they will. I think that game is over. I think that's broken. But the spirit of that, and what I love is there's like this return to goodness. There's something happening here. I think we're done with the bullshit. I think we're returning to like a more pure, more direct, more whatever. But something's happening. I don't know why I see that. It makes me feel really, really optimistic about what's coming. I'm pairing this with, at the same time, we're optimistic about AI. We're optimistic about robotics. Man, I don't know why, but I'm optimistic about the economy too. In that it's scary and I think it's going to break and we're heading into uncharted territory. But along with that, I think something really, really special comes too. And I'm just I'm connecting these dots and putting these all together of us being a little more real and talking about and hearing about the things that actually matter. At the same time, we're building and innovating in a way I don't think we've seen in decades, maybe longer. Has me feeling a kind of way about things. So that story means nothing to me because I'm not watching that stuff, but there's a change happening. And I always want to be ahead of it. All right, let's look at crypto prices. And I'm excited to say, Bitcoin's been a stable coin for the past couple of weeks here. I mean, it mostly has. Of course, we popped to 90K, a week ago. Is it even Monday? Whatever. Very recently. And then, of course, right back down to like 86 and then 87, whatever. But 87 is what I've seen almost every time I look at CoinGecko. Nice to see we have some green this morning. And nice to see with the sentiment that I'm feeling here and whatever on X. It's nice to see it a little bit in the charts. A little bit. You know what's funny, dude? You know what's funny, Moonship? That's funny. It's probably just another lie. It's all they do. It's all they do, man. Picasso, we'll see. We'll talk about this in a minute because, yeah, we got scammy shit too, always. But it is nice to see crypto green. Bitcoin 89.2. ETH over 3K. Love that. BNB 869, Ripple 190, Solana 128. Just across the board. Very green morning. We're up, 1.5% to 3%. We'll take it. We need it. We need a lot more of that too. What's up, Kevin? From Lakeland. Dude, I saw a great concert in Lakeland. I'm trying to remember if I saw No Doubt there. This is like back in this was like late 90s, early 2000s. I think I saw No Doubt in Lakeland. I'm pretty sure that was it. This is coming from a former Florida boy here. Oh, man. Dude, I'm going to be a wreck maxi this year, I think. Dude, I think something's happening. I think everything's about to pump. I do. And meme coins especially, I think everything's about to pump here. It's hey, we rounded that corner and sentiment has changed. And the title of this show is Crypto Breaks. What is it? The 4-year cycle breaks or our bank accounts? I think we all know the 4-year cycle breaks. I think we know that. I kind of know it. I kind of know it. Yeah, Pat, we look for the leading indicators. We'll look at a couple more. We're going to look at White Whale. We're going to look at Fartcoin. We're going to look at Pippin. Pepe's a great leading indicator. I think memes are about to absolutely fly. We're going to look at memes in a second. Quickly, looking at ETF volume from Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. Starting with Bitcoin, 348 million outflows. Over on ETH, 72 million outflows. And then on Solana, let's have a look. Solana's going to be inflows, isn't it? Solana always goes the other way. Let's see. Solana, yeah, 2.3 million inflows. Yep. Favorite meme play, dude? I don't know. I mean, right now with how down everything had been, you go to like the like special ones. It's the Pepe. It's actually White Whale too. Like White Whale is definitely on that list. Cappy's still on my list. I bought some Cappy yesterday, guys. Cappy is probably big time on my list, not because it's like so special, it's just because I really, really know the team, and like I just know the team's not rugging. I know that. And I know a couple other little things that are all public, right? But Cappy is my like super degen gamble, like where guys, when you're gambling, you want to play the things you know the best. Not that necessarily are like the best product, the best whatever, but you know it the best. You make the best decision about the things you know the best. I know Cappy very well. So I bought Cappy yesterday. Yeah, dude. They're done. I think they're done. The change at CBS is their parent company. Paramount was purchased by the Ellisons. That's right, dude. Yep. That's a good shout, KB. That's a real good shout. Yep. But yeah, I'll say I like Cappy. I think Cappy's going to do some numbers this year. It's what, 600K market cap right now. The Cappy coin got engagement from Bonk guy, right? That Bonk dude, like they've been waiting to get the Bonk guy. What's his name? Unipix or whatever, but waiting to get some engagement from the Bonk ecosystem team itself, right? And they finally got it a few weeks back, and I think it's just like the writing's on the wall. They're going to make a big buy and probably retweet stuff like that. I think the Cappy coin's going to look. If memes come back, I think we're going to see Cappy back in the millions, like 5-10, something like that. I like Cappy still. I'm probably going to keep buying, to be honest. But I'm all that matters right now is I'm raising funds to buy that X copy. That's it. Look, Keyboard Monkey talking about buying. That's the sign I need. Market's on the verge of ripping higher. Need to be long. Bitcoin, ETH, Sol here. Look, we all think Bitcoin's going back to 100. Bitcoin's going back to 100. We've got 10% ahead of us. But I like seeing the guys that I do like. I do trust. I dig the takes. Keyboard Monkey, one of them. I like seeing them bullish here, even if for them it's like short term. It's short term. That's it. But I'm there. I'm right with him. K Money saying very similar. Memes feel the closest to how they felt in Q3 23. I wasn't buying memes back then, so I don't know, but I'll take his word for it. I think K Money's. I mean, he's a good trader. Yeah, I wouldn't play much of the meme game, but that said, like, dude, there's nothing that can make you as rich as that shit, right? I gotta play some. I'm in gamble mode. Like I am in. Oh, you know what? To that point, I could tell you guys I'm waiting for signs before I play stuff. I am in gamble mode right now. Not spending a lot, but I'm definitely gonna make some. I'm gonna make some plays out there on meme coins, especially. That's what I'm gonna play right now. Not much, and not big dollar amounts, not a bunch of these coins, but I'm gonna gamble right now a little bit. Because look at those opportunities, man. Look at that. 300. If the post is real, I always say that, but $366 turned into, on paper, $674,000. That happens, man. That happens. I have got, and we all have like a huge list of examples where that happened. I've got, I don't know what, Gizmo from like $200 to $25,000 on paper. Round trip that bad boy. The same with Cappy from a couple $100. Actually, no, with Cappy, it was like $50 all the way up to, I want to say like 17 grand. Round trip that bad boy too. But it's just to say, man, if you can get disciplined you can't make money like that anywhere else. The way you can in meme coins, and the best time is when most people aren't playing it. That's how you get ahead. So right now is when I gamble on meme coins. I'm not going to go crazy, but it is definitely time. Cats gambling on prediction markets. It's safer. Hey, it's wherever you got your edge. So, man, I am. Oh man. Yeah, man. Raoul Pal. Okay, I'm pretty optimistic, man. I'm pretty optimistic for a lot of reasons. Actually, not the reason Raoul Pal's giving here. I guess saying that, and this interview I think is not super recent, but saying that when the Clarity Act comes, it's free reign. And remember, guys, hell, I'm going to pull it up because maybe you didn't catch, a previous stream. I'm trying to think, on Wednesday, we talked about this on Chart Monkeys. The Clarity Act, actually, we talked about it here too. The Clarity Act is not going to pass. This worries me a bit, right? This was my thought too. Clarity Act passes, game on for ICOs, right? The Clarity Act is not going to pass. It was supposed to pass, mid last year. Then it was supposed to pass in December. And then we hear it's going to pass in January. And then we start hearing it's losing support. It might not pass in January. And if it doesn't pass in January, then it might not pass at all. And man, that's where we're at. Hang on. Let's see if we can pull up that story. Market structure. All right, hang on. Let's see. I don't want to look too hard for it, but let's see. Hang on. Yeah, I'm not going to look too hard for it, but just know it's not going to pass. It doesn't have support anymore. They lost Democrat support. It ain't happening. So does that mean game over for this year? Does it mean free reign isn't happening? No. Innovation exemption is what takes its place. Things that were set up from the Genius Act. We'll see, but that part is not happening. What I am excited for is, dude, I'm telling you, I'm geeked out over like the thing we built. I keep seeing things on the timeline. I'm going to show you some examples, but have you guys seen like people tweeting out, I built this app, I vibe coded this app? Those aren't bullshit. Those are actually really real. Like people are building wild shit and it's taking them like 2 days, 3 days, whatever. Something's coming here. Actually, hang on. I'm not. I'm going to be right back. Is it go time? You going? All right, hang on, guys. Intermission. Hang on. All right. Okay. I hope that was playing. Okay, hang on. Boom. Are we good? Are we back? All right, cool. Dude, look, I'm kind of excited. You have kids. You don't get the place to yourself much. Fam out of town for the weekend. Gonna be, man, locked the fuck in. Let me peek at chat real quick here. Let's see. All right, cool. Where were we? Optimistic. Why we're optimistic about next year? Again, AI. I look, I'm more optimistic today than I was 2 weeks ago. Who here has used Claude? I wish it was micro this time. Dude, China, dude, maybe. Like I mentioned the other day, I don't have New Year's resolutions, but I kind of do. I'm not making a resolution, but I have it in my head that I'm going to write a lot more this year, and I'm setting aside time to write. I need to. Okay, here's the deal. I'm going to go off script a little bit. So I realized I do this thing, and I bet a lot of us do this thing. We do things without maybe a goal in mind. I was thinking about that when I'm on the treadmill. It just kind of symbolizes a lot of my life, right? At least I'm just walking, but no destination. I'm just walking to walk and running to run, and right. And I was thinking about that, and even the show, and just what I do, and I'm like, man, it's hard to better yourself when you don't have that goal, when you don't have that thing you're working towards, right? Thought a lot about that, and I'm like, that's the one thing. If there's one thing I want to accomplish this year, it's set the goal. Everything you're doing is towards that goal. Real basic thing. And you guys that are super productive, right? You're doing that already. Guarantee it. Moonship, I need to. I know I need to actually just do it. I used to study that. Just haven't done it. The Ian Carroll research apps. Yeah, I like him. Anyway, point is this year, a lot of writing and goal setting. There we go. That's what it is. Okay. But back to this. I'm more bullish on AI than I was a few weeks back because I've touched it, because I get it. AI leveled up. It did. Behind the scenes, it's been here, right? But as far as tools that we have access to, just leveled up. And it's guys, it's a huge leap. And we knew that was coming. Every time AI, feels like it stagnates, it's just a matter of time till there's a leap. We got that leap. And if you're not using Claude, you haven't felt it. Gemini 2. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about Pickle. Gravity, good morning, man. Yeah, if you haven't used these things yet, you haven't felt it. I'm telling you, AI leveled up. Robotics, too. I saw this, and it just got me excited, seeing the CEO of NVIDIA talk about robotics and the opportunity. And we've heard this before, but the next multi-trillion-dollar industry, man, it's coming, and it might be, I talk about robotics, and if I'm bullish on it as far as our plays in it, I don't know with that still, but I do know that's going to grow similar to AI, right along with it and what it can do. And that's the one thing that, replace jobs. Yeah. But this is the stuff all over my timeline, maybe because I'm clicking on more AI tweets, but all over my timeline is stuff like this. People building apps, and they're doing it in a matter of hours or days. And I saw dude, it was just, I'll put it on screen. I saw a post that just gets me kind of in the feels, right? Because it's the energy of the post, right? This guy saying, I'm going to take your enterprise business and I'm going to steal it. I'm going to do it in a couple days too. Right? Because you can now, because you can use AI, and AI can replace, a team of 50 people. Yes, dude, I'm telling you, that's what I'm actually starting to see and feel and use, is that AI now does that. It actually does things. It's not just a little search tool, and it never really was for people who are much deeper in it, and I wasn't. And now I'm seeing it really is that. You can be a one-man show, a one-man team. and actually have productive employees. Crazy stuff. But it's happening again all over my timeline. And so, like that comment, we're not remotely prepared for what's coming. I don't think we are. Where I look at the chat here and I'm like, man, I bet you every single one of you, and I'll lump myself in, every single one of us will be basically like a founder, right? All of us will be building, like, look, little fun tools that we use, but also you might figure out that it's very easy to monetize that tool. And you might get addicted to that game and might actually build something that, man, changes shit. You might. But I know we're looking at right here in this chat a whole bunch of builders. And in a way we couldn't before. I don't code, but now I can with this stuff. But it leveled up. It leveled up. I think we're going to be building really, really cool shit. In fact, we should have some building sessions where we actually do that, brainstorm an idea, build it live. Actually, meant a little, I'm making myself a note. I think we're going to do exactly that. We're going to build something live. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to 1,000% we will do that. All the time now. Shaw being back, by the way, I think has reinvigorated the AI space a little bit. Now, okay, start of the new year, we've got all these new product announcements too. I expect this. I expect this every year. It happened. Difference is, I think some of this stuff will work. The examples I'm putting on the screen are not those. I don't know. I don't know. I think this is mostly nothing burger stuff. But new products coming. We're going to see, I don't know, some kind of explosion of new tools and products that I think is going to be at a pace we've never seen before. And by the way, I think a lot of these will have tokens, so plays for us kind of endlessly here. I don't know what jailed is. I kind of don't care. But just the point where, new year, boom, new product. New year, new product, boom. Another prediction market platform. We'll see infinite numbers of all these things, right? But the cool thing is, no longer do you need a team. You need just you and access to, great AI tool. Now, who mentioned Pickle? Okay, Cutie mentioned Pickle. Okay, we saw this video come out yesterday. Give me your first reaction, guys. What was your first reaction when you saw this? I'll tell you mine in a second, but I got to hear you guys. I got to hear it. Hey, maybe it's not for everyone. I'll tell you though, like, I can get in that headspace. I'm not looking to build anything. I'm busy enough, right? But I'll say this: the thing I've been playing with has got me so inspired. Has got me so fucking inspired. It actually got me waking up in the middle of the night and like in this creative zone. Moonship, are you a dev? Actually, I think you are. You're building out stuff. And I can't code, so I can't speak on it, but I've heard really like fucking amazing things about Claude, that Claude can code, like actually can code and actually can test things, like it actually can. And I can't speak on it because I don't know. What's up, Vision? Pepe is the king, dude. Yeah. All right, guys, I need to know who saw this. What did you think? What was your reaction? What was it? Did you buy it? Do you believe it? Did this look like, oh shit? Did that look like an oh shit moment? And if you didn't see, then just what you're seeing on the screen. It's glasses, AR. Finally, the form factor is right. Like lightweight, they actually look cool. That's it. Cats. Oh my God, dude. Cats. I'm very excited to chat with you, dude. I am. Because I think many such cases there. It's like, don't have the time. I saw this video and you know what I thought right off the bat? It's bullshit. Right off the bat. Instantly. Instantly. And it's something we have to be on guard for because AI, and this doesn't really have to do with AI, but same idea. AI is going to make everything look, I think, so good. It can make things look good. It's going to enable everybody to make a thing that looks good on the surface. Behind the scenes, maybe complete bullshit. I saw this video and instantly, and this is because I'm a tech head, right? And because I think we all know AI well enough now, you can kind of sniff things out. And in this case, AR. I know AR and VR really well. It's like it's an old passion of mine. But I see this and I'm like, oh, this is bullshit. I can tell. When I see like the video playing with this little companion on the screen and just the way it looks, I'm like, this is bullshit. I think this is it's either fake, or if it's not fake, they're just slick promo video, right? But I'm telling you, I told myself yesterday, I'm like, okay, watch tomorrow, watch over the next couple days what people say about this. I bet you it's going to come out that this is a scam. It reminds me of like that Rabbit, AI device from like 2 years ago. It reminds me, I don't mean to dunk on these people, but remember Solace on Virtuals, the like companion wellness little physical device? It reminds me of that stuff. Looks nice. It looks too nice. I don't buy it. I also question how useful it is, like just these overlays and a companion. So that was my impression. It's bullshit. And right off the bat today, somebody who works in AR VR saying the same thing. It's bullshit. It's a great idea, but it's like the oldest idea in AR VR, like actual small frame glasses and then overlays. And you got the overlays already in like the Oculus stuff, right? And in the Meta, Ray-Ban glasses, it actually does this stuff, and it does it. You can already tell way better, and it's actually like, I think this is almost complete like vaporware. I think so. But you got somebody who works in that industry saying it's bullshit too. He's like, you can't even build in that size yet. Now, if they crack that code, that's a whole different story. I don't think they did. Demo didn't work. Displays were not in the unit. Yeah, they don't even have a thing. They don't even have. It's bullshit. Be on guard for bullshit. It's the only reason I wanted to bring this up. You're going to see tons of new things coming out, especially started this year. Tons of new things coming out, and I bet you 90% of them will be bullshit. Be careful. I'm just excited that people are out there building and experimenting, though. I am. Make sure your sniffer's good. So I could sniff that one out. There's other things I may not be able to. Be on the lookout for scams too. There's a new one going around yesterday. I don't know if we figured out what it is. Like who's the bad actor and what was the source of the attack or whatever. But Zach XBT tweeted yesterday, there's some new attack going around that's like siphoning off money from like multiple wallets. Nobody's getting drained outright. Instead, people are seeing their wallets drained a little bit, like $2,000 or less. So like siphoning off from a ton of wallets. Altogether, they had stolen what, over $100,000 as of the time of that tweet. This is like 15 hours ago. Man, stay on guard. The scammy shit's still here. Like I said earlier, I think, look, I probably was saying it not the way I meant earlier, where I think we move away from the scammy shit. What I meant there is like we focus more on or reward the pure stuff, the good tech, right? Get back to substance. The scammers, the bad actors will always be here because we make it so easy for them. So why wouldn't we? That will always be here. And it is. By the way, an update on Flow, right? Compromised last week, millions of dollars stolen. Somebody figured out how to mint Flow tokens, right? A little interesting development, and I'll throw a name out there, and I can't confirm this or what, but Flow put out a really interesting tweet here that they've been working with partners and exchanges to like freeze funds, track funds, whatever. They said they're concerned by one exchange's handling of the incident. Within hours of the exploit, a single account deposited 150 million Flow, almost 10% of the total token supply. Wow. Converted to a substantial portion of Bitcoin and withdrew over 5 mil in the span of a few hours. Did you guys see the name that's being thrown around with this? And I think the issue here is the exchange didn't work with them. Our request for clarification about these trading patterns through operational channels have gone unanswered. And they saw funny business before the hack happening on that platform. There was trading irregularities before the network halt. Did you guys see the name that's being thrown around here, who they're talking about? It's Binance. It's Binance. Now, I don't know for sure. I have no idea. But they're saying it's Binance, and they're saying the reason because it is the only exchange with a Flow Bitcoin pair. Is that enough to say it's them? No, but I don't know, man. Keep hearing Binance come up kind of often. I don't know. Interesting. Super interesting. By the way, I think Flow crushed it with their response to that attack. Right? Pausing the chain, not rolling back, but instead just continuing and isolating the malicious addresses. I like how they handled it a lot. So, boy, never a dull moment here. Base app. I started playing on Base app a little more. I made, I think now my 4th account. They've got to unify that ecosystem. I have like multiple Zora accounts. I now have like 2 or 3 base accounts. I've got a Warpcaster, Farcaster account. So when I search my name, I've got like 5 results and they're all actually mine. But oh man. But I love that they're trying. I love that they're trying. Right? Jesse's putting out here. This speaks to the builders out there. I think we got great builders, but Jesse's putting out there like, wants your feedback. What could they do to make the base app better? Right? What are they? Where are they off? I think we know where they're off. I think we know. It's the creator coins, but I like them asking for the feedback. Like, what's your favorite part of the economy? I don't know yet. I don't use it enough to know myself, but I like that they're, man, I like that they're so public. I like that somebody like ICO Beast can give us real, honest feedback. And I love that they take it to heart. And I know they do. I know they do because of, well, shit, something like this. Brian Armstrong, after that Thread Guy video from a few days back, right? Thread Guy said he'd never touch a content coin. Well, Brian Armstrong reached out and those two had a meeting. Like, how great is that? That's a team I'm backing, right? Like, that's a team I'm going to support because it shows they care. I don't know. We're lucky to have Coinbase, right? I think we are. They went to battle for the space, right? And now that they, want the community feedback, their biggest problem is I think they need to hire more people from the space. And I know this a little from behind the scenes. My understanding is they've got a lot of like really talented like devs, right? But I think a lot of those devs, a lot of their like team may not be like crypto people. You know what I mean? Like to a degree they are, but I think they're probably a bit out of touch with, I don't want to say the trenches because I don't know if the trenches matters for what they're building, but I think they're a little out of touch. But this is maybe them making things right a bit. By the way, after that tweet, the what was his name? Nick Shirley coin pumped, right? Not looking great, by the way, but got to like what 3.1 maybe, 3.1 mil or so. So I think people feel like there's still a chance. I don't know where I'm at with that. I don't know. QD won't go for creator coins. Yeah. Yep. Boy, we got a lot of hot tokens coming this year too. We do. And maybe we're past the point where this matters. We'll find out. But we have a lot of big tokens coming this year. We've got the base token coming at some point. We got the abstract token, which, by the way, I think we only talked about this once, if at all, on the stream. I don't think we're getting an abstract token airdrop. I don't think your points on abstract equals airdrop at all. And I didn't even consider that what it all is access to a pre-sale. I think that's what they're going to end up doing, man. I think the abstract TGE and whatever campaign and XP, it's just getting you in their pre-sale. And maybe you get some kind of multiplier, or you can, buy a bigger amount, but I'm starting to think this is true. There's no abstract token airdrop. Maybe Pudgy Penguins get it, right? But if you've been farming abstract, you might just be giving yourself the opportunity to get in the pre-sale, not free tokens. I don't hate that, by the way. We got the OpenSea token coming, backpack. I didn't even realize they have a token coming. The Mega ETH token. I knew we had the pre-sale. I didn't keep up with if people got their tokens yet, but that's coming. Again, I think it kind of happened, but whatever. Mask is coming. I don't know what Zama or Zama is. Polymarket probably come. Well, it is coming. Phantom. Look at all these tokens. Ethos has a token coming. Wall chain, rainbow. I like the rainbow one a lot, by the way. Remember, their token equals equity. In a way, it's a little different way, but love that. Hey, Elsa, we see that all the time on the cookie.fun site. They still hadn't TG'd yet. That's coming. Kindred's on the list, whatever, but also, it might cook. It's a lot of tokens coming, guys. And why is wall chain on here twice? Okay, now the whole list is bullshit. It's got wall chain twice. Come on. We got a lot of tokens coming, man. Oh, wow. Cutie's farming 10 of these. Yeah, dude, there's some cooks there. There are, for sure. For sure. And guys, we got another Trump token coming. We actually do. Trump Media is going to launch, man, a brand new token, goes to their shareholders, and you'll use it, what, in Truth Social? All right, now I gotta go peek at Bitcoin. Where did we drop to? Okay. Not crazy, but yeah, that's kind of how it works now, right? It's weird. Bitcoin price action's weird. But yes, another Trump token coming. Again, I'm saying quality, just new token. Is that true? Gravity, I bet that's true. The market is way rigged now. It is. It is. It's bullshit, but it is. All right, let's kind of race through some more stories here. Yeah, let's peek at token prices over in AI. All right, how we looking? Okay, we're looking at our top agent tokens, and part of this is like our indicator for meme coins. So Fart Coin is that, right? Fart Coin back to 500 mil plus. I'm like game on in memes. Right now, 300 mil. It's followed by Tibber, Toshi, Turbo, and Rect. I like Rect here a lot. I like Rect at 100, 110. Man, I really like Rect. Everything about him. And it's all because the founder, right? Rect could exist if they didn't have OSF. I don't know if I'd feel the same, but OSF is the brand. All right, over in infra, we've got FET, Virtual, DCAI, Pippin, and MWXT. Pippin also that new like kind of leading indicator too. Right, got to like 600 mil. Being farmed on Aster, right? But also getting that Robinhood listing. Cats, you know what's funny, dude? Never talk about virtuals anymore, and now an ambassador for an upcoming competitor. Is that Zyber or is that different? And now someone on the virtuals team follows me. Funny. I was looking at virtuals and I'm like, dude, we might be at the point where I don't cover virtuals. Like I'll mention it if there's something, that's worth mentioning. But you know how every single day we go to the virtual site and just look through it? I don't know if I'm going to do that anymore. That doesn't mean I'm like less bullish on virtuals, or it doesn't mean anything about that, but I don't know that we have to go check virtuals. You know what I mean? Like if I go read the board and there's nothing there, I don't think I need to go read the board and say there's nothing there. But when there is great shit there, we'll do it. And when there's a great builder here, we get them on the show. That doesn't change at all. But yeah, I don't think I need to focus on it as much. There's so much great, AI tools and products out there. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm ready. Will can own that fully. He's got it covered, right? When there's opportunities, I'll just say this. The commitment is you won't miss anything there because I'm going to check it every day. And if I see something that matters, right, we'll talk about it for sure. But yeah, as far as cut out even a few minutes for, the show for it, we don't need to. Okay. And by the way, that would be really different if virtual showed support. If virtual supported, you know what I mean, the way we would all like, that'd be different. But I think going on close to a year of covering it, and awesome they've been on the show. Haven't had them on twice. I respect them for that, but should be different still. Okay, in DeFi, it's Venice on top, followed by Cortex, Griffane, Olas, and Hey Anon. And then let's check Mindshare, and then let's move on. Warp's on top, Cookie, Virtual, Rect, and AIXBT. AI, my God, guys. AIXBT is 39 mil. I didn't even know. I didn't realize. I didn't know. Man. Yeah. For what it's worth, I am like, again, nothing's changed with what I think virtuals can do, and nothing's changed with where, like, I really do think we'll see some mega cooks over here. And then when that happens, it's going to be a flood, like this, like flood of awesome launches here. I know that's going to happen again, but it's again covering it every day. Just no, when there's something worth covering, we'll do it. Okay, so on the board now, nothing. I'm just going to say nothing. I'm excited for Hyperbet. Still watching. We'll cover the Hyperbet launch. At this point in 4 days. So what? Tuesday. We'll cover the Hyperbet launch. In fact, I think it goes live like right when the show starts. So we'll watch it. But yeah, I mean, I'm not seeing anything here that has wowed me. So, I guess with that said, moving right on, I guess still on some of these projects. Hyperbet is changing kind of some of their tokenomics, right? Initially, they were going to buy so much token that it was going to push the market cap or FDV up to like what, 6 mil or so, which they're changing. I don't know how much this changes it. I think significantly, though. I think, they're going to do a buyback, but with way less money, probably pushes it. I'm just going to throw out random number. I don't know. But let's say it pushes it to like a 3 mil FDV or 2 or something. It makes a difference. It's not 6. If it was 6, there's no opportunity for people. If they pump it to 2 or 3 mil, there might be. I'm not sold. This thing makes my makes my spidey senses tingle, and not in a good way. So I'm probably steering clear of it. But we're gonna watch because I could be wrong. Picasso mentioned this earlier, but yeah, PRXVT. Yeah, Moonship feels it too, man. Yeah, I just, hearing them talk live only like reinforced that for me. I'm like, they're just saying the buzzwords, man, right? They're talking about revenue share, and I'm like, I feel like I've heard this pitch 10,000 times, and every time I've heard it pitched like that, it is a thing. It's usually a scam. Maybe it's not. We'll see. But PRXVT, this is my fear about most of the stuff in virtuals. It just is. And maybe it's about everything in crypto, but especially in virtuals, it's that guys building products and using AI to build it. And because of that, it might not be built well. And I don't know if that's exactly the case here, but PRXVT, it's a privacy platform. They had their staking pool compromised. Right. And here's what sucks with this. That compromise happened because their contract sucked, because it was like a copy paste, right? I heard this from somebody. Like, it was asking, like, what exactly was it? Bad contract, like literally not dev'd out, literally just a copy paste contract. And I worry about that a lot with like the virtual stuff, is that it's like some like pretty inexperienced builders. Oh, which by the way, it's a good reminder for all these new things we see coming. And like I said, I think we're all going to be building stuff. It's gonna be a lot of compromises and right. It's just, it's going to happen. They're making this right somehow, some way, maybe even launch a new token. Cats might know, but like, I think that old contract's pretty fucked. What was really spicy about this is like the virtuals PRXVT pair, that LP, they pulled liquidity from it, so you couldn't trade the token, right? So bad actor couldn't, I guess, withdraw anymore. But that was something we thought virtuals like you couldn't do. We thought these pools were locked for like a decade. So I think it shocked people to see virtuals could just sit here and like withdraw all the liquidity, which I can get would be kind of scary. So Ethermage clarified kind of how that works, right? And they said that it is locked, and it takes like, I don't want to say an act of God, right? But they do have a way to like bypass it to pull liquidity, but it's going to be like, man, very, very, very rare. It's not a thing that anybody should have to be worried about, but it is a tool they have. So now we know. Now they know, and it's a safety feature, but also then it's like, now we're relying on trust. It's a little less trustless. It's good to be aware. And here's Cyber Sentry kind of chiming in with it, and also offering the services. Lee is awesome, man. So good on him. I know he spent a lot of time digging into this thing. Yeah, what is it he's offering? Complimentary verification credits. So yeah, checking those contracts. Good. Lee's an awesome dude. Okay, on to the NFT market. Oh, I'm real curious where we're at here. And I got to stop thinking today's Monday. I thought we were just about to review the week, but no. But where, dude? Actually, this is kind of cool. Last week was the second lowest weekly volume we've seen in like 4 years. Yeah, 5 years. In almost 5 years. Second lowest volume was last week. We're going to beat that this week, which is nice. We're already just about even with 3 days to go. 2.5 days to go. So dig that. But yeah, volume's still looking pretty. Actually, you know what? I take that back, because we've got a sale to blow away here. We had like a $17 million sale that was I believe not a real NFT sale. So that figure might be lower. We might actually be touching the lows here. Yeah, Moonship. I can I can tell you for sure they kind of freaked the community out a little with that move. But yeah, then you're stuck just having to trust. Anyway, yesterday, 8.6 million sales. Sellers were up, buyers were down, transactions down. Profits. Okay, new year, we're past loss harvesting season. We're hoping we see a big change here right away. We kind of do. We kind of do. I don't know. Profits fell and actually climbed. Profits up 50%. Still negative 3.3 mil. So not awesome, boys. Not awesome. What do we got on the board today? Oh my god, dude. Really low volume. This is rolling, by the way. This is not just from midnight till now. This is rolling 24-hour sales. And I would say this probably goes bye-bye. Dude, this might be incredibly low sales. Look at this. Wow. Dude, this might be I'm trying to remember the last time I saw sales this bad. The top the NFT collection with the most volume in the past 24 hours is Milady. 468,000. Pudgy's 200,000. Bored Apes 183,000. Crazy. Here's a Fresh Hell. I know, Cats. Cats, I'm buying one though. Dude, I'm buying one. I'm about to make the biggest buy I've made in years. And I feel good doing it. But yeah, who's buying now? At least, dude, check. What is that? Yeah, NFT's looking kind of not great. Dude, I'm so curious. I'm so curious. Look, I wouldn't buy if it weren't X copy, right? I don't think there's anything else I would spend money on right now. Nothing. I can't fathom buying an NFT other than blue chip, and I don't mean Bored Ape, Pudgy Penguin blue chip. I mean if you're buying a Beeple now, I say GG's. If you're buying an X copy, same thing. If you're buying a Sam Spratt, I think it's art. I think it's art. I can't fathom buying anything else right now. Seems like you got to hate yourself if you're buying NFTs right now, But man, I'm really curious to see what Pudgy Penguins got up their sleeves this year. They did a lot last year. On the partnership front, they did a lot. They partnered with everyone. And so, I don't know. I think they would say mission accomplished yesterday, becoming the face of crypto. They kind of did, man. I mean, this is wild. Okay, making it on mainstream news, partnering with Walmart, we know that stuff, launching Pudgy Party, doing some really cool toys, really cool toys. Man, the NASCAR partnership, awesome. Partnership with the NHL, we saw at the end here. They did a lot of big things, got in front of a lot of people. This year, they want to become the face of Penguins. See, now, funny post, also, they could. That could be their next play. You think of a penguin, you automatically think Pudgy Penguin, which I already do, but normies? That might be their next play. And then you got, rec guys and rec brands and rec drinks. And, I'll argue with anybody. I think rec brands is one of the most important things happening in crypto, period. Doesn't mean there's a play there in the coin or the NFT at all, but as far as proving that crypto's a way to take something from 0 to a million, you know what I mean? They might be proving that you can do it and you follow this blueprint. The brand coin, I think, is awesome. Equity for owning an NFT, awesome. I think they're doing everything in the way that, first off, is working. Can they scale it? I think so, man. The partnership with World Star Hip Hop is fucking awesome. The partnership with X Games, awesome. And if you didn't read this, I think you should. OSF speaking about what their goal was last year and what they're doing going forward. And his TLDR is all about scaling, right? People told him they couldn't do it. Well, they proved they can do it. And people realize that. The challenge now is, can you really scale it? Can you take it from what I'm trying to think the valuation here? He puts it somewhere in the post. Let's see. But I think essentially it's like a $25 million company. And the challenge is, can you turn it into a $1 billion company? That's their goal for the year. I think he can. I think he can. And if so, again, huge, like the best success story you could have here in crypto. You're going to buy these drinks in stores, and this is pretty damn cool. You buy the drink in a store. When they print your receipt, it prints you out it prints you out a second receipt, and you scan it and you claim Rec Coin. How cool is that? How fucking cool is that? And we know at some point that's happening with Pudgy Penguin toys. In fact, I think it already is. But same thing. You buy a toy, and instead of, like a coupon you go to the store with and you get, $1 off or whatever, it's like you claim coins. It's where it's going. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's like the marketing phenomenal, but also like the business savvy to, behind the scenes get those deals. It's one thing to make the deals with like crypto companies because they want that, right? Like OpenSea wants to partner and Jupiter wants to partner and right, Abstract wants to partner. But you get your drinks in those like what Giant Eagle stores and in 7-Elevens, and you partner with World Star Hip Hop and you partner with X Games, like that's different. That's them taking this next level. Huge, dude. Huge. Rect is going to be a monster. And man, I need to bet on it. I know, man, let's see if some of these projects can like reinvent themselves because the old thing doesn't work or it works and we just valued it too high. And I think it's more of that. I think the stuff works. You know what I mean? For what it's worth, I think NFTs as collectible and community thing, it's such a lame thing right now, but I like it and I do think it works. But it works for, like spend a couple $100 on it still. Like spending thousands on it, just don't know if that makes sense anymore. For rich people, maybe. But like World of Women is going to try to evolve. World of Women is ending. They're minting a new collection, I guess. Does anybody have any guesses what this is? I mean, clearly it's going to be like some male PFPs, right? This is like a 10K collection, all women. And so now they're saying it's men too. So it's like World of what? Everything? I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like new collection or minting more in the collection. I don't know if it's total rebrand, right? Is it going to be a new account that's World of Men? Or is it like this gets renamed entirely? So I don't know. And I don't know if it matters. Like, okay, guys, if you can mint a World of Men NFT for 0.01 ETH, no, fuck that. Okay, if you can mint a World of Men NFT for 0.005 ETH, this is going to be interesting. Would you? Okay, hang on. I'm going to make a poll. I have a feeling I know the result here, but this is going to be the funniest poll ever. yeah, China just spoiled the poll results. Hang on, let's get this up, though. Would you mint a World of Men NFT for 0.05 ETH? Actually, hang on. Let's do it in USD. Let's go. What is 0.01? Is that $30? Okay, so I'm going to go like kind of in the middle. I'm going to go here. Would you mint a World of Men NFT for $25? Which is what? Like 0.007 or 8? Like, I wouldn't. I'll tell you why. I feel like they maybe alienated men. Maybe. I didn't feel like it was a thing that was ever for me. And so in my head, it's always been a thing that's not for me. And even if now they make the collection that's for men, I'm almost feeling like they're doing it because it's like out of desperation. That might not be true at all. Like, I'm just going to, maybe I'll assume it's not true, but I'll feel like that's what it is. Like, my head is going to go right there. For me, I don't think it's a dollar amount that makes me mint it. If it's free, I don't even think I click to do it. I don't think I do. It doesn't feel like it's for me. Yeah, I don't feel like it's for me. I think there's no dollar amount, even free, that gets me minting it. And I always say it, and I'll say it now because I mean it. I hope it works, and I'm rooting for them. I want them to be like the top NFT, whatever. Period. I do. I do want that for them, but I don't think I'm part of it. because I don't feel like they wanted me as part of it. You know what I mean? I think that's it. I think that's the better way to put it. I don't think they wanted me as part of their thing. Why do they want me as part of it now? Like, is that a fair way to put it? But man, I'm curious to see what they're doing. Yeah, I don't feel like it's for me. And hey, could be wrong. Could be wrong. All right, I'm going to come back to that poll in a minute. Dude, okay, I'm in X copy mode for obvious reasons right now. And I'm still trying, I struggle with understanding X copy. I do. I used to not understand art at all. I wanted to, but I didn't understand it. And I rounded that corner where I at least learned how to appreciate it and how you even start that process of understanding it. Maybe that all sounds silly, but it's true. The one guy, as far as big artists, who I've just never got is X copy. It's never clicked for me. I think it's cool. And I get he's culturally significant here, but it's never clicked for me. It still hasn't. Funny thing though, the buddy of mine was telling me X copy has some physicals out there too, and I'm like, how does that even work? So I saw for the first time the physical, and funny enough, it's weird. The physical kind of clicks with me a lot faster. I didn't know these are out there, but there it is, X copy physical. I don't know if he was there in person or not. I kind of imagine he goes to them and he's just anonymous, but cool as hell. So people are out there flipping these things. Physical card, it's signed by him, it's numbered. That's cool too. You can only see the number under a black light. That's cool. I don't know, man. Love to own a X copy physical though. I think this year is going to be good for art. In fact, I think, well, I don't even think I know, art is still what NFTs I think were best for, or what benefited the most. If there's a return to the core of things, for me, it's NFTs, art. PFPs are not really that for me, you know? What's up, Mickey? Good to see you, man. Yeah, I think we've got another year of art. I'm probably going to think of art when I think of 2025. Didn't get as big as I thought, by the way, at all. But there was enough big art moments that I think 25, when I think of NFTs, I'm going to think of floor prices just crashing, but I'm also going to think art did well. The important pieces, they did well. And then, man, just a sign of how things are changing. I got to get one, dude. I got to get one. And I got to lock in that Cage Zero. I've got 3 days to get that locked in. Everything's motivating that. Gonna get it. I can't wait. Can't fucking wait. But yeah, the PFP thing, again, game changing. Min Dynasty sold his I don't want to say iconic, but dude, he was known for having this really great Spirit NFT. And he sold it. And it's not good when you got your big dogs, your most memorable community members selling some of the, their rarest NFTs from your collection. I think it speaks a lot about how far NFTs have fallen and maybe how much further they have to fall. If your biggest supporters are, he's not backing out. He's still rocking in Azuki, but it is backing out a little bit. Adam Weitzman buying it, probably good for them too. He's a billionaire, right? This is the guy who buys up everything Bored Apes. So they got a new guy in there, as in a new power holder or whatever, but I don't know. NFT's kind of not feeling, PFP's not feeling awesome right now. Not feeling awesome. I like Azuki, dude. I like that they're, like they said, they're pushing more like Web 2. I dig it. I think Azuki's doing everything right. But I just think we've got such different expectations. What's the phrase? Incentives aren't aligned. It's that. Crypto guys or collectors just want their bags to go up, and this is not bags go up season for NFTs. But are they building cool shit, and are they innovating? And could they be like a like a real power player in the world of anime? Yeah, dude. Yeah, big time. I think they already are, but room to grow? I think so. I would buy an Azuki. Actually, when I start talking, let's do this. We can round out the show with this. When we look at Bored Apes or Pudgies and we do that game, what's the price they'd fall to that you buy? And I don't really have a price for Bored Apes. You bought an Azuki, dude? Nice. Good shit. Yeah, see, that's what's so interesting. Milady, there's a price I buy. In fact, if I had an ETH right now, I wouldn't mind having a Milady. I love Miladies. Pudgy Penguins, there's a price I would buy it, right? As long as everything's intact. Like Luca's still there, nothing's changed. If they're 2 ETH, I might buy it 2 ETH. I don't have a price with Bored Apes. I'm not sure I want it. Azuki, there's a price I buy it. Actually, it might even be where it's at now. I can see Azuki being a quarter ETH. I could see Azuki being 0.2. Like I can see all that, but there's definitely a price. I guess I don't know what it is right now. There's a price I buy an Azuki. I want one. I want an Azuki. I'm not like an anime. Well, I'll tell you this. I like anime. I think Ninja Scroll was like the first anime I watched when I was young and like loved it. Fucking awesome. But I'm not like hardcore follow anime anything. I don't know. But I like anime. I like Azuki. I like Zagabond. There's a price I buy an Azuki. I don't know. If I did it now, I wouldn't hate it. I would buy it knowing I like lose all the value, but I don't think I'd hate having an Azuki right now. I think it's a pretty good buy, actually, man. Milady's different. Milady, I mean, by the way, Milady's up like 2x in the past 24 or like 36 hours, right? Vitalik, he PFP'd a Milady again, so I like Milady. They're awesome. Facts, dude. It's true. At some point, and now you got buddies telling me too, like with that X copy, they're like, buy it and sell it. There's no collectors for NFTs. And I'm like, it's true, but that's actually why I'm a little bullish still, because like there are no collectors. There is a floor somewhere, and it's hard to imagine it gets worse than now. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we're really close to that point where anybody who wanted out is kind of out, or we're close to it. And of course, we hit a bear market, like a fucking real bear market, different story. But I think the people that want out are kind of out for the most part. Still, these got farther to fall, but there's a point where there's no more sellers left. And I think we're closer to that than, maybe on the other side. You know what I mean? I don't know. Shit. Did you just make me bullish on NFTs? You might have just made me like really bullish on NFTs here. But dude, we are literally down 99%. Look. I mean, we are from the peak of the market. This measures our index measures like the value of the market. Let's give it a minute to warm up here. But yeah, we're down 98.9%. We are literally down 99%. It can't go lower, really. I mean, it can, but crazy. There's a bottom somewhere. Fuck, man. It started January 22. Oh God, it hurts to look at. And also just what a time. What a freaking time. God, it was so much fun. Man. All right. Go over to please do this. Go to ethoswarm.ai, join the waitlist. We'll talk a lot more about this. In fact, so much when I said earlier I'm going to be spending time writing all weekend. Part of that's going to be using this, and a lot of it's going to be tweeting. And you're about to see me tweet more than I have ever, consolidated just into like a week or two or whatever. I'm going to be talking about this so much that you may end up muting me. And I mean, I'm going to be tweeting a lot, like a lot. Because I think this thing deserves it. I think it's crazy. You should sign up. Go to ethoswarm.ai. Join the waitlist. More on that soon. Follow us at SlamNation X over on X. Follow CryptoSlam.io. We'll be seeing tweets here too. Hopefully not me. I just want to. What I want to do is I want to tweet from my account. I want to be very real and use my own words, and I want you to know what I say. I believe. You know what I mean? Like I do. I believe that. I believe that Ethoswarm is very fucking something, man. That's it. So I'm going to be tweeting from my account because I want it to be real, like, and from me. But follow CryptoSlam.io for official announcements. Subscribe, of course, to CryptoSlam on YouTube. We'll be back Monday. Got to line up some interviews too, man. I miss chatting with some people. But I'll be live this weekend too, on the personal channel, so catch me there too. Guys, I hope your weekend is fucking awesome. I hope we get I'm looking at Bitcoin right now. I hope we get that special January start that a lot of us, for a while expected. I'm an art mode dude. I like that. Winzy Yawanawa. Look, I'm trying to make a play here where it gets me pretty liquid to go do a little art shopping. Winzy Yawanawa's on the short list. We got the X copy, and actually, I'll tell you this. I was thinking about if I lock in that X copy, flipping it and buying a Beeple regular animal. I kind of want a Beeple. I really want a Beeple, so we'll see. I'll let you know how it goes. We'll see. Have a great weekend, guys. Buckle up. You're just going to get fun. All right, guys. We'll catch you later. Goodbye.